Now I'm going pretty far back in the library for today's pattern. I found it in Bob Church's 1987 International Guide to Trout Flies. And I've never tied or fished this pattern, never even seen it in any other book, but it's a pretty sharp looking streamer. It's called the Dambuster and was created by Richard Walker. Now Church didn't say when he created it, but we know it's at least 40 years old. And maybe it's a forgotten fly, or maybe it was just never popular to begin with. But it's an easy tie, and I think it's just pretty cool looking. So there you go in the vise, a Dambuster created by Richard Walker and in Bob Church's 1987 International Guide to Trout Flies. So let's take a streamer hook. This is a 3X long. It says sizes for this are 6, 8, or 10. Let's pinch this barb here. I'm going on a 10. I like my streamers to be a little bit smaller, and I usually fish some pretty light tackle. I'm going to use some black thread. I'm going to catch it in up toward the front. Show you why in just a second. And it's because my tailing material, I'm going to lay along the whole length of the body to just give me a little bit more bulk. So this is some yellow wool yarn. I'm using full strength. It's probably a 3-strand yarn. So loose wraps right here so I don't bind it down too hard. Just catch it in all the way to the back right there. Okay, that's going to be, well, that's the point of my hook. That should be fine right there. And I'll go ahead and cut it short, about the, I guess, the length you would a black-nosed dace or anything with a red tag, but this one just happens to be yellow wool. And you can probably fluff this out if you want. Take my Velcro here and just give it a quick little brush. I think that's fine. And next thing we're gonna catch in, 3 or 4 strands of Peacock herl. And let's see, I snipped off the first couple of inches of the thicker and a little bit more brittle stuff. So we'll wrap it in back here to the tail. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to leave my thread in the back. So if these start spreading out on me, that thread will help hold them back together. Just have to be careful around the point of your hook. It will break Peacock herl strands if you nick it. So just be careful as you go around here. And then wrap it up to about the middle of the fly. Okay, I think that's going to be fine right there. Let's catch this off. Now to snip that, hold on to it because we'll use this Peacock herl for the front as well. And next thing we're gonna catch in, some brown hackle. And this is actually from a rooster. So it's dry fly hackle, but it's not the best. And we're gonna sweep it back so it won't really look like a dry fly when we're done. So catch that in, take care of this little stub right here. And this hackle's not real long. This one, it might come to the point of the hook. Just try to pull these back. They're going to stick out, but we're going to lay them flat with our thread here in just a second. Okay, so pull everything back and then we'll take some thread wraps going back over this, and we can go kind of loose wraps right there and then tighter wraps going forward. And if you don't get them laying completely flat, that's fine. I think what we got right there is going to work. Now take that other little bit of Peacock herl and just catch it in right up front here. And we'll do the same thing we did for the back. I'm going to leave my thread kind of in the middle of this, so if this starts spreading out on me, that thread will hold them back together. Ooh, and I dropped one of them. Ooh, so if that happens, just pull them all off, start over. And I'll speed this up so you don't have to watch me do that whole step again. Now take another piece of this brown hackle. This time this one's a little bit bigger. So the front of my fly is going to be a little bit longer than the back, or the middle there. So we got 2 hackles. Back one, the middle one is, you know, kind of small, and this one's just a little bit bigger. And let's do the same thing here. Just wrap this up, try to sweep them back. If you can sweep them back as you go, that's great. If not, we'll do it when we build our head. Okay, that's going to be enough right here. And now I'll just lick my fingers and pull everything back and start up here right behind my eye with wraps. And then I'm gonna ramp them up. And this is a streamer, so don't be afraid to build a big streamer head. And after I start really capturing these, I will do some loose wraps. And that might help us to just lay these back a little bit more. Okay, they're looking okay there. I got a little nub sticking out. I could try to bury that, but then I would end up with a pretty big head, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna just go ahead and whip finish here. And there we go. Now, if I really cared about this one to make it a beautiful fly, I would just, maybe singe that little nub sticking out right there, but I'm not that worried about it. I'm gonna put some head cement on it, call this thing done. So there you go, Richard Walker's Dambuster. Pretty nifty pattern and certainly a fun one to tie. Now, I appreciate you watching, everybody. Y'all take care, and we'll see you next time. Okay, everybody, thanks for sticking around. Let's do a quick hat and sticker giveaway. If you've watched this far and you're from the US, just leave a comment. Anywhere in your comment, put the word crazy. Now, I don't know why I picked that word, just having fun here. Now, I am going to be out of town when this video airs, but I'll be back in a couple of days, and I'll go to the random comment picker and pick a winner. So that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you in a couple of days.